What's up, YouTube? Lucasaurus Rex here. I just wanted to do a deck profile on my retro GOAT format deck. I have a lot of fun playing this with friends and stuff like that. But I just wanted to give some people an idea. I mean, I'm sure people already have an idea of what the deck list usually looks like. It's usually 35 cards plus 5 tech cards. But this is just my list. I just thought it'd be fun to put it on YouTube. So we're going to get straight into the deck profile. 1 Sinister Serpent, because this is before the errata and this card's broken in this format. 2 Magician of Faith, because we don't play 3 because it clogs, and Nobleman to Crossout is a problem if you set this and they just do that. 1 Morphing Jar, because this card gains so much advantage if you can just set your hand, flip it, and it can disrupt your opponent really hard if they have like really good cards in their hand, you know. 1 Spirit Reaper. I think this is a tech. I'm not sure how many people actually play Spirit Reaper. I'm pretty sure plenty of people play it, but this card's really good. It's a good thing to summon off of Mystic Tomato, and it just can't die for the most part unless they like target it or something stupid like that. 1 Sengen, because Sengen, we should come back. Konami, make it come back. 1 Exiled Force for spot removal. 1 Tsukiyomi. I wouldn't play more than 1 of this in the main board because we play a double book. This card's just great. If they don't have a monster though, it's kind of dead. 1 Mystic Tomato gets to your Sengen, gets to your Spirit Reaper. Pretty good floater. 1 DD Warrior Lady. Get rid of some cards that we just can't get rid of. 1 Tribe Infecting Virus, because this card's busted in this format too. 1 Breaker, because this card's just a 1900 beater, which is all around good with an effect. So it's essentially a 1900 with upside for the most part. 1 Azura Priest to kill the goats. 1 Exarion Universe to deal damage through the goats. Some people didn't play this card, but I always thought this was really good because it has a 1900 ass, and it's a really good card in general for the most part, just to deal damage over goats. 1 Aeronite Parshath, because this card, like I said, gets over goats and gets you advantage for killing goats because it deals piercing, and it's just all around a great card. 1 Genzo. Most of the decks in this format didn't play many traps. Usually the trap line was between 5 and 7, but this card's still a really solid card. It's a 2400 beater for the most part, and it's a great card in general. And 1 BLS to steal games away from people. That's it for the monsters. On the spells, we played the obvious triple Scapegoat. Not much to say about this. Double Book of Moon, because we play the 1 Tsukiyomi. This is fine how it is. Double Metamorphosis. We don't want to play 3 of this because it clogs really bad sometimes. And this is a really good card in the deck, though. Obviously, make sure 1000 Eyes Restrict, makes Gatling Dragon, a bunch of crazy stuff, a bunch of crazy plays you can do with this. Double Nobleman, because setting monsters was a big thing this format, and Magician of Faith is a big card as well. Morphing Jar is a nice card to hit with it as well. And then for the 1-ofs, we play the 1 Graceful Charity, 1 Heavy Storm, 1 Delinquent Duo, all standard, 1 Pot of Greed, 1 Premature Burial, 1 Snatch Steal, 1 MST, and I personally like Lightning Vortex because Sinister Serpent combos really well with this, and Dark Hole wasn't legal, or Rageki or anything like that wasn't legal back then. So this card's really good just to get rid of the board. And then 1 Swords of Revealing Light. I just think this card is neat. It's just fun to have a deck that I can actually play Swords of Revealing Light in, and it's actually really clutch because there's only 1 MST, and most people only, I think Dust Tornado is at 1 at this format too, so there's not much to get over this, other than, what is it, like, Heavy Storm, MST, and Dust Tornado. So yeah, that's it for the spells. On to the traps. We play 5 in the form of 1 Torrential, 1 Ring, 1 Dust Tornado, 1 Call, and 1 Mirror Force. We don't play the Sakuretsu because we don't want too much back row. We want this deck to be the biggest plus deck ever, you know. And on the extra deck is literally just cards that you make off of Metamorphosis for the most part. There's a lot of cards that you won't actually make, but there's no limit, so it's just really fun to have all these cool purple cards in here, you know. So obviously we play the triple, Thousand Eyes Restrict. I played 3 obviously for quite obvious reasons. This card is just incredible. There's a reason this card's banned. Double Fusionist. This extra deck isn't complete yet. I have a couple cards that are more ideal than some of the things you can metamorphosize into, but for the most part, these cards are really just for fun, for cool aspects. 1 Flame Ghost, 2 Carbonala Warriors, 2 Music Kings, 1 Sabersaurus, 1 Flame Swordsman, 1 Reaper on the Nightmare. Play triple Fiend Skull Dragon because sometimes people don't have this card whenever you're playing Go with them, so might as well, if you need a Fiend Skull Dragon here, just borrow it. But this card's awesome. It's actually a really good card to metamorphosize into, and it's actually better than Air Knight if you metamorphosize it. Balters, because Balter's also another one of those cards that's really good for the most part, and it's a card that can lend out if someone doesn't have it. It's all around a great card whenever you metamorphosize into it. 1 Rabid Horseman, I don't think you're ever going to be making this. 1 Dark Flare Knight, I don't think you'll ever make this, maybe. He's alright. And the 1 Gatling Dragon, which has come up in a couple game states where it's just been a really slow game, but this card's really cool. But yeah, that was my GOAT deck. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and this is Luchasaurus Rex signing out.